Okay, so this is how you do the CNAME version with InfluencerSoft. Okay, the CNAME version. So it means that my name servers are still with my host, so that I get my email, and I just want a CNAME, or they call it a subdomain, to use with InfluencerSoft. Okay, so this particular host that I have is on cPanel. If you've routed your domain to Cloudflare, then that's also very easy to do it from there. I'll do another video about Cloudflare, but this particular domain is on this, so on cPanel. So I'm just going to search for DNS. I'm going to go to the zone editor. Okay, there we are. I'm just waiting. I'm just going to get the domain, and I'm going to go to manage records. So this is the DNS editor, and I've shortlisted it to find the domain I actually want to work on, and I'm going to do manage domain name. So the subdomain that I want to use doesn't already exist, okay, which is going to be funnels, or funnel, I think, probably. No, funnels, I think. So I'm just going to go to add record, and it's a CNAME, okay, and we're just going to put funnels there. It's a CNAME, and they tell us that they want it to go to just simple, straight and simple, without the dot, InfluencerSoft.com. So it's just the name of my subdomain that I want to use, and it's a CNAME, okay, from the list of options, and then it's InfluencerSoft. Okay, it's automatically going to put the dot or whatever at the end, so don't worry about that. It should kind of work out, look after itself. Let me just put in my notepad just so I remember, and then I'm just gonna add that record. Okay, so that's that done, and I should be able to ignore that now. So now we want to come and add a funnel or a website, whatever. So I just need to go to websites first to add the domain. Okay, I need to add the domain into my list of what do they call them? Websites. So we just go to settings up the top here. Okay, and then we've got add domain, add site. We want to do add domain. So the difference is, because this is a subdomain rather than the main domain. Well, actually, let me just show you it differently. Alright, there we go. Oops. So if I wanted to do the name server method and then take over my domain, I would actually put in the domain name, .com, whatever your TLD is. Okay, but because I know I want a subdomain, I'm literally going to put the subdomain in there. So okay, so you see the subdomain needs to be called funnels in my case, and then it's dot, and then the domain name .com. Okay, and if I do that, it will know that I need a CNAME rather than the name server. So as I say, I put the whole subdomain in there. Okay, and no HTTP or anything at the beginning, and mine's a .com, but yours might be something else. And then we just click next. Okay, so it knows that that's fine. And if I can just close that, and I think it's not. It's already, well, it's amazingly already got it active, so that's interesting. Anyway, so that's there, and that's probably about it. So the question is, when I go to funnels dot blah blah, where does it go? So it may take time to propagate, but I'm hoping it will work it out. Great. Okay, so this is good news, okay, because it's actually gone to Intersoft. Okay, and there isn't a page there, and that's right, because I haven't created a page yet. Okay, but nonetheless, it let me add it with the subdomain to my list of websites. Okay, it's made it active. I didn't have to check it, and it's right there. Okay, and also it's actually gone to an HTTPS secure SSL link as well. Okay, so now all I'm going to do, now I've got the website the domain in my list of sites. I can either create a funnel, I think, or I can create a website, but I'm going to create the website. So we're already on that tab. So what we did first is we did add domain, but now we're going to do add site. Okay, so this is going to be called, this is just for my reference, actually I'm just going to put the whole domain in there so I don't get confused. There we are. Actually it's funnel, there we go. And then when I click on this, then I'm going to get a list of the things that are available to me that aren't already in use. Okay, and there, lo and behold, is our subdomain, funnels blah blah. I can select the fav icon. I don't have one handy, so I'm not going to do that right now. And then we've done that. Okay, and then if I click into it, okay, we can see that it's got a main page at the moment, and I can add other pages, here just by clicking that and adding a page and a template, whatever I want to do. I'm not going to add one of them right now. Of course, it's trying to do that for me. Hang on. Okay, I've got a muddle here. Let's just go back. Actually, there we go. So I'm just gonna delete that one because I'm not ready to use it yet. Okay, but it created this one, the main page, for me. Again, I can just click into it. Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, and I'm just gonna choose a template now. So I'm just gonna go with a blank one. Obviously I could use one of the one of the ones they've done. I'm just going to use a blank one, and because I think it's just good to see how the the page editor works. And they're going to give us a little default block, like this. So I find the easiest thing to do with this is just to delete this image here. Okay, and then I can just put a little subhead thing kind of here. Okay, whatever that is. So I'm happy with that. Actually, sorry, I'm going to make it a heading. Beg your pardon. So I'm just going to. These seem to be a bit big to me at the moment, so I tend to be using H4s at the minute. And I'm just going to make it a bit bold. Actually, I'm going to make it H5. There we go. Okay, that's that done. And then if I click on settings here, I'm just going to change the background color there. I'm just going to make it a lightish color. Okay, I might take the transparency down a little bit as well. Okay, and then it's got a lot of spacing on it, so I'm just going to come over here and just bring that down to 30 at the top and 10 at the bottom. Let's just do 20 at the top, 10 at the bottom. Right, there we are, it's a bit better. Okay, and then I could carry on adding whatever else I want, videos, pictures, text, whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to save that. Okay, and I think that's basically it. And then let's just check the that little gadget thing there. So I can change the fonts if I want to. I'll leave that as it is. Yeah, I should check all do all of these things. My Facebook pixel code should go in here. I should SEO optimize it, and I should set my social media settings. But just for the minute, because you don't need to watch me do that, I'm just going to do that. One thing I just mentioned about the fonts, because that confused me for a little while, is that at the moment it doesn't have the font I want. So you can just click on full list, and you have to scroll down. Now again, the font I wanted wasn't here, but the alphabet repeats again for some reason. If you keep scrolling down. So if you keep scrolling down, eventually I'll find the one that I want alphabetically, which is Lato. There we go. And then you just select which font values you want, and I'm doing the the title, so I'm just going to pick the kind of the heavier ones. Okay, add those fonts there. And then the thing that you need to do is, which is not very intuitive, is just delete that one and then put the one that you want in like that. Okay, and then I've got the same issue with the text font. So again, I'm going to delete that and I'm going to put the one that I search for, the one I want, which is there. Then I just need to put the weights in. Now this is the body text, so I'm going to go for the smaller ones. I'm not going to bother with the 300 there. I'm going to go up to 700, but not 900. I guess I should do Latin. I didn't do that on the other one, sorry. But you can see the fonts now in my list of available fonts, and then you cross out the font that's there at the moment, and then you put the font that you want. Okay. Let me just check that I thought I did that. Let me just do that again. Yeah, there we are. So yeah, so the title font actually doesn't need to go from 100, but anyway, but it's going to go all the way up, and then my my body text is actually it's done the same thing, but anyway, that's fine. Anyway, so I should set the SEO and all that, but I won't bother doing that now. I'm just going to save that like that, and then I'm going to try and preview it, and if we're very lucky, something will happen. Waiting for it to load. Right, there we go, and then it's come up. So there we go. So that's what it's going to look like. As I say, I can pad that out. So now the question is it actually on here? And it is. Okay, so there it is, live on the internet. It's the right domain name, it's the right subdomain, and it's HTTPS secure, I think. Yeah, that's encrypt, and that's it live. Okay, so that's as painless as it needs to be. Now, I did have a lot of trouble. I've still got a lot of trouble with my other site because I tried to use the subdomain of www, and something weird is happening with that one. But because I used a completely fresh subdomain, funnels, then it's coming up okay. All right, so just finally, because we're on a roll. Let's see if we can get a funnel, onto this domain name. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to work. Right, let me just come out of that. So we've saved that, but we've got a live page, on the internet, right now. So let's just create a new funnel. I'm just going to do, from scratch kind of thing, and I'm just going to do. One of these, and I'll just put the default little input in here. But anyway, what we're trying to do is create this something, funnel on this site at the start of the funnel. So I'm just going to click on the pencil icon, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to click lead gen. I don't normally do lead gen ones, but I'm going to click lead gen, and I'm just going to create the page. Now again, I can select from any of their types of pre-made things, but I actually prefer myself at the moment anyway to do a blank one. So not much to see there, but it's going to create the blank site on there. And then once it pops up, so remember I'm in a funnel at the moment. Okay, I'm creating a funnel. Okay, and I'm going to again do what I normally do, which is just to delete this image here because it's not necessary, not helpful. I'm just going to put a little sub tag here. I'm just going to call it, welcome. I'm just going to call it welcome to my funnel. Okay, it's not a real thing. I'll come back and edit it later. I won't bother texting it. I will put the little color behind it. Again, let's just use a little light color for that, and I'll take the transparency down a bit. Okay, there we go. That to me, and I just want to get rid of some of those margins. So I'll do 20 at the top, 10 at the bottom. Okay, and that's about it. And I'm just going to correct that spelling mistake, just because that's annoying. There we go. Okay, so that's basically the page. What the page looks like. I'm going to click that, save page, and we'll just check the settings again. And again, we can do all that other stuff. change the fonts and everything. I've got to add that font family to my thing and stuff, do the SEO, but I won't bother doing that now. And then we can just see what it's going to look like. Obviously we can flesh out this funnel, we can add our opt-in form, a video, headline, whatever we want to do. Okay, there we are, that's fine. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to close that. Right, and then we're just going to go back to the kind of the funnel view. Okay, so in the funnel view, let me just get rid of this. Now that I've put a page on it, you can see that it's changed. But let me just close that there. But we started off by doing the pencil, okay, and I had to create the page in there and then put the template of the page I wanted to use, and in my case I used the blank one. But now I've actually added the page. You can see that the link that page is on is in this box, and at the moment it's using my default account URL. But if I click it, then there is the subdomain that we just created, funnels.my domain name. And then I don't want it to be called draft, and I'm just gonna call it step 1. I could call it anything that I want. I'm just gonna call it step 1. I'm gonna take a little picture of it. Okay, I'm just going to did it done the picture? No, it's just thinking about the picture. Hang on. Obviously it's not a very great picture, it's just a sub tag at the top, but there it is. I'm just going to turn it on, and I'm going to save it. There we go. And so I'm just going to go back to that, and we could do that again. We could do the pencil icon. We've set the right domain name, so look, it's on my subdomain, and this is my funnel. Okay, this is the funnel. So I probably could call it, well actually I could call it funnel 1 step 1. I mean, that's not a very good domain name for the URL for the users, but just to make it obvious for now. Okay, I'm going to call it that, and I can go and actually I think I need to save it first. So sorry about that, but let me just save it. Right, and then I'm just going to do that again. So I click the pencil. I've got the right page name in. I'm just going to preview it with that little thing, and now look what's happened. Okay, it's my domain name. It's my domain name, and it's my subdomain. And there is the name of the page that I gave it in the funnel. Okay, so all I want to stress here is that this is the funnel. Okay, this is the funnel. The other page we made, okay, it was in the root of the domain name. So anybody who goes to that domain name, if they specify no page at all, they get my home page. Okay, but this isn't a funnel. This is a website page. And this is going to be great for putting my terms of service and my fixed pages like that. Okay, but that's a website, that's a web page, static web page, on the root of the domain name, of the subdomain name. So anyone who comes to my site not knowing any pages, this is what they'll see, and obviously I can link off to the funnels and the offers. But what I want to show, what we've just done, okay, is we've created it's my domain name, my subdomain, and this is the name of the funnel. This is the name of page 1 of the funnel. Now, I think it should be a better name, for the users, but just to show you, just to show you at this moment, I've called it funnel 1, step 1. Okay. So we're done. Now, if I go back to the, to the editor. The funnel overview. Okay, again, if I click the little preview icon here, again it's opened up in exactly the right place. It's my domain name, not InfluencerSoft's. It's my subdomain, okay, and it's got the right page name. Okay, now let's do something amazing. So now I'm going to create a second page. Okay, and when I do something fancy, with this, like when they opt in, it's going to go to the content, okay, which might be a video or something. All right, but I'm just gonna use the pencil icon here again. This is going to be called watch video 1 or something. Yeah, I don't need an icon. I'm going to create the page. Okay, just because I'm me. I could use a preset, page. You've got all the subcategories here, but I'm just going to do a blank, blank page, blank template rather. Okay, I'm going to create that. It's not going to look like anything. It's empty. Just wait for it to happen. Okay, I'm just going to delete that image again because it's not helpful. Okay, I'm not even going to bother to edit that text at the moment, and I'm just going to go down to add elements, and I'm going to try and drag my video in here. Okay, and then lo and behold, we've got our video. I probably am going to use that text, but I'll just get rid of it for the minute. Okay, so now what we've got is the content page with the video on. I'm going to save it. Okay, I'm going to go back to, let's just check everything's, so we'd fill all that in. Okay, and we set the font and all that, but we won't do that right now. And then we're just going to come out of that, go back to the overview. I have saved the page, so that's all fine. Okay, so now we've got 2 pages in our funnel. Okay, we've got the traffic coming in, and then we've got the lead gen page, which will be an opt-in form, and then we've got the actual content, which at the moment is a video. So on page 2, because we've already set up page 1, I'm just going to click the pencil. Okay, now you've noticed because we've assigned content to it, or a template to it, I can click under link, and I can set the available domains that I have. So there's my domain there, with the subdomain, which was the CNAME. Okay, and again, it's not brilliant, but I'm going to call it funnel 1 step 2, just so that you know what's going on. I hardly even need to create the picture, but I will. Okay, actually, let's just try. I don't know if we can preview it without saving. No, you see, I haven't saved it, so that's fine. So I'm just going to save the funnel. Okay, so the funnel's got 3 bits in it. It's got the traffic source, it's got the lead gen. When they do the call to action, the lead gen is going to take them to the video. Okay, so just to confirm, the lead gen page is called funnel 1 step 1. Okay, and the actual content page is called sorry, that should say funnel 1 step 2. Sorry, don't know up to the 1 there. Right. So that's that. I'm just going to save that again. Okay, now when I preview it, actually I do need a little, well, let me just show you this page. So I'll click that now. Now that I've saved it, alright, magic, there's the video. But look again what's happened. This is my domain name, not the default InfluencerSoft thing, my subdomain, and there's the name of the page of my funnel. There's the name of the page of my funnel. Okay, so we now have a live funnel on my own domain. Okay, so step 1 was to create the funnel, it was to add the domain name to my list of websites, and because I'm using the CNAME method, it means I can keep everything else about my domain name, like my email and everything. And then when I want to assign that domain name to a funnel, all we have to do is just to make sure that each page is actually linking to the right place, because I could also assign it to my where's it gone, onto the InfluencerSoft default, okay, which is fine, but it's not my branding. So but I want my branding, so I just make sure it's in my site. These are the list of sites that I've got available to me, and I can just set it there, and then you set the page name that you want here. Now when I do it for real, I'm going to call this something a bit more user friendly, and a little less kind of clinical and less business like. and maybe with a bit more SEO in it. But basically you can see that you can name this anything you like, and once it's saved, that's the trick. You can't just set it here. I can't just call this suddenly step 1B and expect to preview it here, because it doesn't exist yet. We have to hit the save button first. Okay, so I don't actually want to change that, but we just need to make sure that it's saved, and then once it's saved, then it's going to be live on the internet. And page 3 would be exactly the same thing. We drag it in, we'd set the the template for it, and then we would set the link, okay, that we actually want it to appear on. Okay, so this is now making my funnel appear on my own branded domain name. Okay, so it's a little bit unusual in that you have to do it for every page, but it's super flexible. Normally I would expect to be able to set the domain name for the funnel, but they've done it for every page, so it's super flexible. If you're doing multiple niches or multiple kind of divisions, then you can actually go between subdomains, or go between your websites. So if you've got a content page anywhere, then you can go to it. So the last thing I'm going to do, this has gone a bit long. I'm just going to put the call to action in the funnel to link the two together. Okay, but we can build out the funnel as much as we like. I can visit each of the pages directly. Well, what I haven't got is a way from going from one to the other. So I'm just going to add that in. And so I'm just going to, sorry, what did I do there? I just want to edit the content. Sorry, edit, there we go. And I just need to put some sort of thing in there. So it could be a button, or it could be the lead gen form. So actually let's do let's just use their lead gen form. Oh, sorry, hang on. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I thought I had clicked on you. Right, there we go. So I could do individual things. I could just put a button on there, or I could just put a form on there. And I think that'll look fine. But I'm just going to go to sections, and I'm just going to use a form that they've already made. I thought it was there, but it isn't, of course. Maybe there isn't an opt-in form though. I'm sure I saw one earlier. Maybe I'm imagining it. The one that's got advantages. That's a weird thing to call it. Okay, it's not there. I thought they'd already done one for us, but maybe not. List. It should be on a list, surely. Oh no, they mean sorry, they mean feature lists. Okay. Alright, maybe there isn't one already. It's under promo. Sorry, I don't mean to waste your time searching for this. I've only owned it for a day. So what's an opt-in with a video? Oh, there we go. There it is. There's our opt-in. What's that under? It's under promo, I think it is it? Yeah, it's under promo for some reason. Anyway, so there's a pre-made opt-in form. I'm just going to pick that one, I think. Okay, and just drag that in, and that's basically done. Okay, and I'm just going to check what that's going to do. Okay, so that's fine. So the action, what's the action? Oh, okay, that's just when we hover over it. So I think that will take care of itself, actually. Oh, hang on, there we go. There's action here. Yeah, when they've opted in, I actually want it to open a link. Okay. Now it's strange that we can't just call the link up from the list there, but I know that it's this page here. Okay, so when they've opted in, they can see the video. So I'm just going to literally copy and paste that in, and that should be it. Yeah, that should be it. So let's just close that again. I must remember. Well, I need to remember to save the page. Okay, I need to come out of that. Yeah, I've saved it, so that's fine. And then I just need to save the funnel, which is there. Okay, so now theory is when I preview, step one, the lead gen form. There's the lead gen form. Actually, I didn't need that other bit in. Never mind. I don't even know if we need that. If that is required. Anyway, so they opt in. Okay, obviously we'd sell them, why they should opt in a bit better than that. But then, we're just going to go to the thing. Oh, this is my phone number. Okay, I think we can take that off the form. Okay, so we opt in. Okay, oh well, we've even got a anti-spam thing going on, and lo and behold, look what happened. I opted in, it took me straight to page 2 of my funnel. Okay, so this is my funnel working live. Okay, this is the opt-in page. Let me just put the little proper preview in there. Let's wait for that to come up. Go on. There we go. So there's my lead gen page with the opt-in form. When they opt in, okay, it's going to go to page 2, which has actually got the video on it. Okay, and we can just build out our funnel, in exactly the same way. Just bring out these things. I don't want to add another step right now. I won't torture you with that. Okay, and that's basically it. So just remember to save the funnel, otherwise it won't work. But bottom line, my funnel is live on the internet, working as a funnel on my domain name. Okay, when they opt into this, they're automatically taken to exactly where I want them to go. And in case you're wondering, I'm sure you're not, but in my list of contacts, what did I call that funnel? I think it's just that, actually. Oh no, hang on, that's something else. Oh, sorry, maybe leads. Is that the one? I don't know if I called that 2138. No, that was earlier. So I'll just try to remember what I called that funnel. Sorry, hang on. What list did that go into? It's not under campaigns. I don't think I've created a campaign yet. No, I haven't. Okay. So what did I call that funnel? Anyway, it should have been added to this list, or I may have done something wrong. That's the one I did earlier. That's what I thought it should be. Which would be under leads, sorry. Oh, it might be under forms, hang on. Oh no, that's actually what the forms look like. Alright, anyway, I should be in that list. Oh, there. Is that the one? Maybe that is the one. No, I did do test it. I didn't think I called it Fred. I thought I called it test, but maybe I got that wrong. Anyway, but so the contacts will appear in that list. Okay, and and actually let's look at reports and see what's happened. So actually, it's kind of a subscription. No, okay, I need to check where that form goes. That didn't quite happen as I expected. But that wasn't what I came to show you. So, what I came to show you was that, I've created, the default home page for my own domain name, okay, which is the individual pages you create under, under websites. Okay, you just go into the thing, and then you can add the pages here. Okay, so that's the main page that I've done. If you want others, you can add them there. Okay, so I'll do one for my terms of service. But then also what we've done, we've created a funnel. Okay, that one. Oh no, not that one. That one. I need to name them better. And we, actually I will. Oh, I really thought I saved it. But anyway, we created a funnel with 2 pages. We can create them endlessly. I've linked one to the other. And and when we preview it live, we can go from. Let's get rid of that page. It's getting complicated. There we are. Let me call it up again. Then, when we preview that page, there's the thing. When I fill in the form and hit click submit, then it will take me straight to the content page. But that again, it's the funnel live on the internet on my domain name, on my subdomain with the page name that I've given it. Okay, and that's it. So I'll see you then. Bye bye for now. So I hope that helps, and that it makes it seem as easy as it actually should be. Okay, because it's actually not that complicated. You just have to do the steps. And that's it. Talk to you then. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.